So you want to start a new habit and you've got an idea of what you want to do and you're excited to start and a little nervous too, right? So my name's Jen Sabotin of Fuel Your Transformation, and this is part of my Jumpstart Your Journey series. Specifically, we're looking at how to get over the overwhelm when you are trying something new and you're a little bit nervous, you're not really sure how it's going to go, and you get overwhelmed. That can often happen when you're trying to put a new habit into place or make an adjustment to an existing habit. So I want to talk about some tips that you can use to make that go a little smoother. It doesn't matter what the habit is, whether you're trying to read more books, whether you're starting a fitness plan, changing your nutrition, looking for a new job, cleaning your house, whatever your goal is, whatever that new habit is you want to establish. I'm going to give you a few tips today that you can use to kind of help it along as you're going through the process. So the first tip is that you need to plan for the negative. Now, I know that kind of sounds a little weird, like sort of Debbie Downer, right? And I don't mean it to be that way, but here's the thing. When you're starting a new habit, you've got something new that you're going to try, you've got a goal and you're trying to put it in place, you're like really excited, right? And so for the first week, you're excited, you're going for it. And then the next week, yeah, you're kind of excited. And then the week after that, you're not so excited. You need to plan for that negative because those negative thoughts are going to come into your head. And you need to be ready for them, and you need to have a plan to replace those negatives with a positive. Here's what I mean. So let's say that your habit that you're trying to establish has to do with nutrition, and someone brings in donuts to work and you have one. All right. So you need to be ready to replace that thought of, oh man, I had that donut. I'm such a loser. I couldn't even, say no. Just replace that and be like, okay, I did have that donut. I deserve every once in a while to have a treat, and now I'm going to get myself back on track. Or maybe you're trying to clean your house and get rid of some clutter. And all of a sudden you walk into a room that you haven't been working in yet, and you get a little frustrated. Oh, look at this. This is still a mess. This has still got stuff over here that I haven't put away. Again, you need to have a thought that you can replace that negative with and replace it with that positive thought. So, yeah, I haven't gotten to this room yet, but look at the great work I've done over here and how good I feel about looking at this area that I've been working with. So, you need to have an idea of what you can replace those negatives with. You need to acknowledge that they're going to happen, and you need to be ready for them. The next one is the negative self-talk. And that's kind of related to the negative thoughts, only the negative self-talk is specifically geared towards reflecting badly on yourself. Oh, I never was able to do this before. Look, I quit after 2 days, or I got off track, or I said I was going to do this whole big part of the process and I only got a little bit done. I'm not very good. Um, if you're, for example, starting a new fitness program and you're like, oh, I'm still having to do the modifications and I couldn't finish the workout, or I'm not as good as the people in the video, those types of things. First of all, don't compare yourself to other people because that's just like poison. But just be aware of that negative self-talk. When you catch yourself saying something negative about yourself, first of all, acknowledge that you're doing it and stop, and then go back and follow that plan of replacing the negatives with the positives. Another thing that'll help you along if you're trying to change a habit is to write down why you're doing it. So think about your why, and don't just think about it, actually write it down. So write down your why. And I don't mean the flowery, pretty whys. I mean the real reason why, the one that gets you right here. Write down why you're trying to do it. Why are you trying to change jobs? Is it so that you can get more income, so that your family can have financial freedom? Why are you trying to clean your house? Is it because you feel stifled by the stuff that's holding you back? Why are you trying a fitness plan? Why are you trying whatever it is? And really write down why. And then go back and refer to that. Look at it a lot. Maybe not every day, but every couple days. Go back and refer to it. And if you need to at some point, adjust it. If it's not ringing true anymore, make some changes to it. That why should always touch you right here and keep you ready to be motivated moving forward. Another thing is you need to have some support. This isn't easy. If it was easy, if you could just like go out and magically do it on your own, you'd be doing it. Everybody'd be doing it if it was easy. So get yourself some help. Couple things you can do. You can, first of all, let your friends know what you're doing. Tell them what your goal is, tell them what your habit is that you're trying to establish, and bring them in to help you. People like to help other people. You'd be surprised how often people want to jump in and support you. Maybe you need to get into a support group, whether it's an online group, like a Facebook group, or a group in your town, something where everyone's kind of working towards that same type of goal and can support each other, especially in the tough times. And then a specific buddy, that one person that you can go to, a friend, a family member, someone at work, someone who's trying to do that same goal, someone that you can reach out to in those tough times, and they'll help you along with motivation or holding your feet to the fire or whatever it is that you need. Another tip is to take pictures. A lot of people, especially if it's a fitness goal, don't want the pictures. They already think they know what they look like and they don't want that. But whether it's a fitness goal, whether it's cleaning your house, whether it's, whatever, take a before picture. And then as you go through the process, take some progress photos. We all think we know how we're doing and we think we know what it looks like. And in our mind's eye, we kind of have like an old, like computer terms here, like a cache, an old stored image of that. And that's what we kind of always pull, as the comparison. So have that real image from before and your progress photos so that you can look at them and see how you're doing. And then the last thing is, guys, be patient with yourself. I don't mean cut yourself a ton of excuses. Totally not what I mean. But be patient. Chances are, whatever it is you're trying to change, you didn't get there overnight. If you're overweight and you're trying to set a fitness goal or a nutrition goal, chances are you didn't get where you are overnight, and you're not going to get out of it. Same thing with your house, with your job, with whatever it is you're trying to change. Be patient with yourself. All right? If you need to get help, reach out. Acknowledge you're going to occasionally have those bad days or those times when you get a little bit off track, but then get yourself back on and keep going. They say it takes 21 to 30 days to establish a habit. I'm not sure scientifically if that's true or not true, but I do know it takes consistent effort over time to be able to make something change. So give yourself that time, be patient. If you get off track, just get back on. It's like a freeway. Sometimes you take an off ramp and you can get right back on. So those are my tips, you guys. Hopefully something there rang true for you and you can use it. I'd love to hear your comments below. And reminder, I'm Jen Sabotin.